And welcome back to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. I am your host, Ale Wolf. Today with another chapter of our adventure through Monster Hunter Rise on the road to Sunbreak. Avid viewers will know that we just finished a retro run through Donkey Kong Country 2, in which I was, if anything, a bit rattled. I did happen to start something, and so this might be a bit of a repeat to anyone who followed us from the previous stream. I happen to be drinking an Ace Guava Cider. Ciders are generally made with apples, but far more creative these days. This one is made of guava. I happen to spruce it up with a shot of cinnamon whiskey. Cinnamon whiskey, not necessarily a whiskey drinker's particular go-to, but it does certainly help to bring out the pastry-like flavors in ciders, so it's certainly one of my favorite combinations. All that said, fang and ale, my friends. Let's get a move on this. Okay, so back to our campaign. As you might recall, the goal of this particular playthrough at this point is to get a full set of every single decoration. A full decoration set available of every decoration. I did happen to name this particular stream, but by Apex Zinogre, there'll be drinking. And that's simply because that's one of the monsters that I've been trying to defeat recently. As you might recall, Apex monsters are far more difficult versions of standard monsters, and they happen to also have particular materials on them that are essential to the crafting of rampage weapons. And I've been crafting in particular rampage gun lances because there's not a lot of viable gun lances at the end of the game in Monster Hunter Rise, so I've been making rampage gun lances, and they require Apex materials. Apex Zinogre just happens to be a particularly tough version of Zinogre, and according to, if online polls are supposed to be believed, it's probably the hardest Apex monster out there. So I'm going to go ahead and tackle it. I don't actually think I need its monster parts. I just feel sore about the fact that I didn't defeat it last time. So here is me trying to destroy it. Whew. That sounds hot. Okay. And I think we'll fight it through an event quest. And let's do it with a set of random colleagues. Now, calling forth random colleagues with a strong monster is kind of a playing Russian roulette, really. Sometimes you get 8 capable individuals, and sometimes you get people like myself. So here's hoping that it's the former. And just a bit of housekeeping here. Okay. And that is not what I meant to do. We just started here. Let's go ahead and eat our dongo. You know, one of the things, for as many criticisms as I have about Monster Hunter World, one thing that I think it is invariably superior to Monster Hunter Rise is just the food choices. I don't like the dongo system. I don't like the notion of eating dongos all the time. It's not visually appealing. We don't have the one that gives us an extra life. But let's do a weakener. And let's make sure it happens. So for as much as you might enjoy these fluffy pancakes, just the high quality visuals on the food in the world, just it was essentially mouth-watering. And me sporting my gala suit. Come on, let's get a move on. What do we need to do to skip this? We're done guys, we're done. Did my controller just die? No, it's going. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. And now we're in the flooded forest here, which is a map originally from Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. One thing I forgot was to actually don my particular Zinogre loadout, which happens to have the skill that makes it so that monsters target you more, diversion. I like to wear that whenever I party up, simply because I'm not great at damage. If you've seen me play, I'm more of a defensive, long play type of player. That's nice. Especially since I mostly play with a lance and gun lance. So if the monster's gonna target anything, it might as well target me, while everyone else has a chance to destroy it. And so it is up to me to play survivalist. And it's just doing some prop work in terms of spare birds. For a moment there, I thought that was the puppet spider. Yes, I know there's a rock lizard there. Not really my raison d'etre at this point. I hate it when he just hangs there. Alright, let's play survivalist here. Try to aim for its face, but I'm going to say that that one is unlikely. Not that trying to go for its tail is any easier. Nagakuga.
Need a hand? Could use a hand.
Okay, nice.
Back up here.
Such close corners, my friends. What are they doing there? My God, just sharpened. Nice. That was a good one. That was not a bad match.
Needs fixing.
Alright, let's see if we can continue this streak. I'm actually gonna call forth my Spellbind. Which is something I didn't used to do until a video told me to do it. Ah, jeez.
Need a hand?
That is a booming scream. Now, if I recall correctly, both its face and the root of the tail are weak spot points. Come to me. Ha. And so I've thundered here. Wow, that was lucky. Seems like we have a hunting horn player, which is always welcome in a party like this. Get out of the way, get out of the way. We're about to... And I see a Grin Spirit Bird there. Back into the game. Made a mistake there. Should have played it differently. Leave the light piper handy. Bobbing and weaving. Nice. Wow. Higher priority attack. And I'm just guzzling my potions at this point. Kind of pathetic. What I'd really like for it to do here is to get it off of its heightened state. Okay. Well, it's a miracle we survived that one. No, it was mostly my fault. That's a different scream. What's going on? Oh, nice. Every little bit counts. Yowza. Is it down? Let's go for it. Straight for me. Ha! I almost avoided that one. Get the pufferfish, dude. There it goes. Back off. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna get stunned if I keep doing this. Wow. That was the perfect shot and it just didn't draw. It's just got going for me at this point, which is good. That's what I wanted to do, but it just keeps me on edge. I'm only able to do this sort of leaps because I'm using the evade extender skill to the max. Oh, and I think it's off. Might as well try to get its tail. But this is hardly an optimal angle. I think I'm hitting its genitals at this point. Folder bugs. Okay. And yeah, I think we're good to keep going. This sounds like a good party. Hopefully we encounter a few more spirit birds before we encounter it. Ah, it's above ground. I really have to do better than that. That should have been an obvious one. Wow. These guys are tough. Jeez. Okay, somebody's keeping us alive. Get out of the way, get out of the way. That might have been slightly helpful. What did I just get hit with? It's gonna power up, right? Out of the way. Ah, that's unfortunate. We need to be a bit more careful. We're only running with 3 people at this point. Okay. Just one of these leaps is fairly deadly if you're not. Okay, so at least it's at the 20% mark, but that only means it's 5 times as dangerous. Come on.
It's getting weaker. Almost got it.
I hope so. You guys are certainly sure of yourselves. I've seen an Apex Zinogre turn things around like that. What am I... Was I just pushing that iguana this entire time? Ooh, and I see a friendly creature here. Oh really? It's asleep? I don't need this. Don't need your crystal coconuts.
Let's blast this thing.
Ah, that was wonderful.
This one's gonna hit hard.
Is it? Come at me, bro. Ah, jeez. Use the Felvine. Wish that was a little bit easier. Whew. Just left right out of that one. Move, move, move. And out. Beautiful. Wow, we did it, guys. That was tense.
I'll be taking this. I'll put this to good use. Don't worry. I'm gonna need some new parts.
Clearly, it was the bombs that did it. The bombs did the extra work. And so we have beaten Apex Zinogre. Too bad we didn't cut its tail, but plenty of broken pieces along the way. And after this we're going to take a short break because I need to take a slight break myself. I do have a kind shopper. See, now that is a hunting outfit. A jasper. What I'm actually looking for are the shock shells, which I seem to have gotten a few of. Great, so hopefully I won't have to do this for a while. But Apex monsters are the name of the game here, so this won't be the last time we face one of these guys. Okay, so we will be right back. Stay tuned.
Watch a master painter at work. Watch a master painter at work. Watch a master painter at work.
And we are back. Sorry for that delay. I had to put some groceries away. I did happen to take the chance though to grab my next drink here for, and probably our last drink for the day. This one is Devil's Canyon's Dedicated Amber Ale. Devil's Canyon is a brewery that's based in California. It's in the county of San Mateo. And it's a really happening place to go to if you're ever in the area. Their Amber Ale, Dedicated Amber Ale, funny how I never noticed that, is one of their original beers. Let's go ahead and get that sound here. Foamy. And so, as you can imagine, amber ales are neither golden nor dark beers. They're somewhere in the middle, being slightly more red. I do believe beer connoisseurs, unlike myself, will know exactly the differences between an amber and a red ale. I, unfortunately, do not, and so I classify them rather similarly. In terms of toast, they are certainly light in comparison to even brown ales. But I do find them slightly more flavorful than brown ales. They're also just a bit lighter in terms of alcohol. Avid viewers of the stream will remember that from Devil's Canyon I've had their full bore, which is their flagship as well as one of my favorite Scotch style ales. The amber ale I can't say that I've had too often. Before we actually do that though, I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse my palate with some high quality H2O. Okay. Never go drinking without water, my friends. Time tells you that. So, Fang and Ale. Certainly some mild toast. Some nice esters there. Crisp, light, fairly translucent in terms of a red ale. You got a rich red color there. Certainly clearer than your average brown ale. It's got a moderate taste of hops. Nothing too strong, nothing too bitter. It's just a nice drinkable beer. Certainly wouldn't kick it out of bed for crackers. Okay, let's continue on with our campaign. So we just finished defeating our apex Zinogre, and the reason why we were doing that was because we were getting materials for our rampage weapons. Before I can see whether or not I can craft my next weapon though, I'm going to make sure that I've got my Meowcenaries are not back. Where are these guys in terms of training? 3 levels left. Okay, 3 more missions. Okay, so I think let's go ahead and try and craft our gun lance.
What can I do you for? Just tell me what you need.
Every weapon. Okay, so I think I've got everything except the funding. Except the funding.
See you again soon.
Let me go ahead and sell some materials. Nice, I do have some eggs to sell. I should have enough money at this point.
I got everything you need. So what can I help you with?
Don't tell me what I want, what I really, really want.
Leave it to me.
Okay, so now we've got 2 rampage gun lances.
Let's do this.
Sure would be nice if you could actually just sort these. But yeah, so my main rampage gun lance has the blast element in it. I think what I wanted to do here was make a water type gun lance. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because I wanted to take out Magnamalo. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because I wanted a strong set against Valstrax. I think that's how that went. Which is a very convoluted way of going about life. But sue me.
Let's get to work. Okay, here we go.
So many elements. Okay, and we're going with normal 3 because normal is our playstyle. So the only difference here is that this one has water and this one has blast. Let's give it a nice pigment. What do we want to make it look like? Any thoughts, chat? What's a good water looking gun lance? Shadow God.
Pick your upgrades carefully. I'll be here if you need me.
At some point I need to make a sleep lance. That sounds fun. Behemoth gun lance. I guess Ludroth is the most likely option. I just don't like the design. I might as well just leave it as the standard rampage weapon skin. Oh, before I do that though, Great Demon Gun Lance, Abyssal Gale, Abyssal Storm. The Mighty Corn Popper. Yeah, let's leave it as is.
Thanks.
Just a bit of housekeeping here. Okay. So let's look at that Magnamalo set. Gunlance V Magnamalo. So what decorations do I have on this thing? Rodeo. Jeez. I never do that. Let's get a slightly more capable talisman on this thing. Find the Divine Blessing, which is really the main reason why I use my talismans for. The main reason for which I use my talismans. It's also just got that evade extender, so it's nice. And generally we go with Underworld for these. Okay, let's see what gems we've got here. So Fortitude might be okay, I can't say just yet. Let's go ahead and change our gun lance actually, since we are going with that rampage weapon. And no jewels. Okay. No. This thing already has guard and guard up on it. Artillery, of course. Some water attack, definitely load shells. Some evade extender. Let's see if we can add more Hellfire Cloak to it though. Hellfire Blade. Let's add some more evade extender here. And so at this point we've got 2 points of evade extender and 3 points of divine blessing, so that's probably sufficient in terms of divine blessing. I'm actually thinking of turning this to another jumping. Okay. So we've got 3 points of evade extender, 1 point of divine blessing. Is that right? Does that make sense? No. So 3 in guard, 3 in guard up, 3 in artillery, 3 divine blessing, 3 in evade extender, 2 in critical eye, which we don't really need while using a gun lance. Water attack might be good. Agitator, definitely don't need that. Okay. And let's just round out our jewels. Could use another divine blessing, but I really don't want to fall for that just yet. Could use fortitude as well, but So 2 protection jewels here. And then this one already has one Divine Blessing. Expert Jewels, Protection Jewels, Streams. We should probably make one of these a brace. And one of these a diversion. And then it becomes simple because all we end up doing is adding more guard to ourselves. Shield Jewel. Iron Wall, that's what I want. Actually, let's put the iron walls here. Oh, I guess we don't want that. So what to do here? And we got magazine as well. Doesn't lose sharpness. I guess we could go for fortitude. Okay, so we got a shield here. I think I'll put the fortitude here just for cosmetics. And the iron wall here. Okay, so now let's have one final look-see here. So 5 guard, 3 in guard up, 3 in artillery, 3 in divine blessing, 3 in evade extender, 2 in load shells, 1 in agitator, 1 in fortify, 1 in flinch free, 1 in diversion, and 1 in hellfire cloak. Let's also just go ahead and record this one. And maybe change our layered equipment. How about no layered armor? Nice, okay. So is there a way to record this? None. The none set. Beautiful. Let's pick a good palico. Oh, 47. Let's go with Bond. So I'm wearing Basil Giza's set. Equipment loadout. And let's give him a water weapon. What's a good water weapon? This water mace over here. Rarity 6. Mizutsune's Parasol. Okay, let's go bring us down a Magnum Aloe. Really, in terms of standard quests, it's mostly the advanced quests that elude me, which honestly I'm not interested in doing with a solid party. Trouble in Paradise. Something just showing Magna Malo. Or Magna Bueno. Let's do this.
Good luck out there.
Miracle Worker. Maybe not. Definitely the Bombardier. Definitely the Moxie. And of course, Weakener. Because we are playing with a set of randoms. Fanganail. What quests are you guys working on at this time? Or what sort of set decorations are you working on? I'd certainly love to know what people are thinking about a month or so out from, well, a couple months out from Sunbreak. I know I'm certainly being overly ambitious by trying to get a piece of every decoration. Wow, that was quick. Hopefully that means they're good.
I'm here to help.
Thanks for coming.
So Magna Malo's on the way to the north.
Great.
Seems like everyone is getting ahead of the game here. Have I picked up a very capable party? Or is that wishful thinking? I don't know why I drink in the middle of a fight. But that is on brand. Valstrax.
Could use a hand.
Okay, where did it go? That's not who I wanted to hit. Come on. What am I even hitting here? Everything looks red. Like Taylor Swift once said. Here's maybe attempting to break its shoulder blade. Swarm steak. Ah, wasted. And I think I need to get out of the way, of course. I've got diversion on me, so in theory, the monster should be chasing after me. And it was. Wow. I'm about to give the did I? What was that? Was that just the lava? Jeez, game, you take a cart just from lava. Ah. Pathetic. Pathetic. Okay. Steady Netty here. Why did I? It was at 0%, my friends. It was at 0%. That was a waste. Ah. It's always discouraging to know that in a random group you are the weakest link. But as usual, it's an opportunity to improve. As we are not immortals and our time is limited in this plane of existence, we might as well make the best of it and try to better ourselves. What is this? Oh, I thought those only existed when you were facing the All-Mother, so that's surprising. That's not what I meant to do. What are you gonna do? Ambush? just need a clear hit here. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we might as well just move on. What a waste of time. Is it still behind me?
Your days are numbered.
Do your worst. Again, a waste of time. Hello, New Maid the Great. How are you doing today? What's on your list of hunting? Excited for Sunbreak? I've got to tell you, I've had better days. As I was telling, oh nice, yeah, I hear Rise certainly looks a lot better on the PC. So I have to say that once Sunbreak comes out, because I've got so much progress already on the Switch, it is unlikely for me to go over to the PC realm, as much as I hate missing out on the greater graphics. Have you actually already completed all the story quests and everything to see credits? Yeah, to be perfectly honest with you, if they had actually made character transfer a possibility for Rise, I would definitely be on the PC habitat. But such is not the case. What are we doing here? This particular party didn't even need me, so that's unfortunate, but at least we got a job done. Have a Switch Lite though, I was kind of forced to PC. Yeah, so actually my youngest brother only has a Switch Lite, and so he only ever joins me whenever he's using that, and it's not the greatest setup. It was a good option at times because of how inexpensive it was, but I think at this point he's regretting it, and we've been certainly egging him on to get a one of the OLED systems. We'll see how that goes. Are you in particularly looking forward to the return of any monster for Sunbreak? Once again, if anyone is following for the drinks, today we're having a Deadicated Amber Ale from Devil's Canyon. Bloodbath Diablos or Molten Tigrets. Those are incredible choices. To be honest with you, I think the first time that I saw the trailer, what was it, for 3.0 for Rise, and I saw the Apex Diablos, the first thought that crossed my head was Bloodbath. And you know, Apex Diablos is okay. It's no Bloodbath. Yeah, facing Diablos is certainly its own. It certainly has its own set of guidelines. I'm definitely looking forward to a return of Brachydios. That's my spirit animal. But highly unlikely. Nobody ever talks about this one when talking about Sunbreak. There's no suggestion of any sort of expansion in terms of the Slime Blight or Blast Blight element. So I really doubt that it's gonna happen. But it is my favorite. What is it? Brood Wyvern alongside, what is it? Old Choo Choo Train. Baroth. So the point of fighting Magnamalo back then was actually to craft a Magnamalo set. And the point of crafting a Magnamalo set was actually to have a slightly better advantage over Valstrax. Because we were trying to make a Valstrax set simply because we wanted a Valstrax set. So here goes that particular challenge. Yeah, good to hear that you played 3U. What game did you start with? Was it actually 3 Ultimate? That's actually where I started, so OG third fleeter. Nice. 3 Try was definitely an interesting experiment with the way in which they cut back on some weapons and added the underwater combat. Wonder if that's ever coming back. And clearly we just need more money here, folks. We do have enough pieces though.
Come again.
I'm gonna say let's take down another Magnamalo, see if we can actually get some more coin in the process.
What would you like to do?
Seriously, you actually play the Monster Hunter with a Wii nunchuck and remote. That's impressive. My hat's off to you, sir. I can only imagine the only thing harder than that was to play with a Wii wheel. Yeah, let's see if we can find another Magnamalo in the event quest. No, I guess we're gonna have to repeat this particular one.
I wish you luck.
I mean, I've heard of individuals actually playing more advanced games with things like DDR dance pad, so I'm sure it's not impossible. It's just something that I wouldn't myself try. But yeah, my first Monster Hunter game was 3 Ultimate on the Wii U, RIP. And yeah, I've been following the series ever since. Jumped onto 4U, played a bit of Generations U, completed Monster Hunter World and Iceborne, and now I'm on Rise. And I don't think I'm letting go of this rodeo anytime soon. I know that Rise and World, to a lesser degree, do abandon some of those classic survivalist strategies, but I'm game. I'm willing to continue playing. It's still a fun series. It's a very fun series. Wow, Sekiro with one hand each on the controller. That's some Evangelion type of synchronicity right there. So always get your Bombardier. Weakener just because of our random friends. And some Moxie. Because we always need that Moxie. So, a fan of dongos, dangos, no dongos. I certainly like the kitchen back in World. That was my jam. That must have taken some skill. Hopefully somebody took a video of that because that sounds amazing. Yeah, I think exactly the same way that you do. I see the dongos. They seem like jelly globs, which is, fine, I guess, if I'm looking for some dessert. But just like even the bread in World and Iceborne was just ridiculous. It just made me feel like home or family or just like a fancy restaurant. And hopefully we get as capable a party of friends as last time. I'm actually interested to see if they implement some of the things that they had here in Rise over in Sunbreak. I know in-game lore suggests that things like sparrow birds were actually only found in Kamura, but I doubt that they're going to abandon them as a system in Rise. And then there's the whole notion of rampages. If we're going to continue having rampage trees, does that mean that we're going to have rampages in Sunbreak? And if we're going to actually do that, then will we have a new rampage location, or are we just going to have new quests in the old rampage map? I certainly hope not. Rampages are not really my cup of tea, but I wouldn't not play them because it's just kind of a fun thing to do in between hunts. Yeah, exactly. It is a microwave meal, kind of like a hot pocket or something. Again, not that I don't love hot pockets. It's just not what I would eat right before a hunt. Okay, so we're getting past Rathalos. Sometimes I pass these monsters and I think, should I ride them all the way to the target creature? And it's like, it's way too far. It's gonna get stuck in the geometry of the map, and so there's no point in actually trying to do that. I have some friends that religiously just, before they encounter the target monster, they will just go after a secondary monster and ride it out all the way to the target monster. Every time. It's almost like coded into their DNA, and I don't blame them. It's actually highly effective. Lately I've been succumbing to doing that myself. Oh, and there we go. A prime chance. Jeez, get out of the way. Sideswipe. Let's go. Perfect spot. Burn that thing. So what happens to be your favorite weapon? If you're new to the stream, I'm mostly only ever play the gun lance and lance. Big shield is something of my fetish. Ooh, and Rathalos is here as well. Are we gonna get a second ride along? Nice, a fellow lance player. Here's a hot topic. Not really a hot topic because I don't see too many people talking about the lance, but what do you think about the Twin Vines self-bind skill? clearly a person after my own strategies. Whenever I think about stealth line moves, they're only secondary to my basic set of skills, and so they tell me that I play a very legacy way of fighting with the lance. I like my tri-poke, and that's generally what my bread and butter. If I do a self-bind moon like the anchor rage or the spiral thrust, it's only because I want to mix it up or be fancy. It doesn't necessarily call to me naturally. And I have to get out of the way because... Wow. Moana, no. Wow. Not as good a party as last time, but what can you do when you're hoping for the support of random individuals? Myself being the weakest link here. And let's have a meal before we step out. Sure, let's get some more dongo. Yeah, the lance is certainly multifaceted. I like to think of it as a red mage of sorts because it's even got blunt damage whenever you hit with the shield. So if you want to stun creatures, it actually allows you to do that as well. I mostly play defense lance, guard lancing, and I like to gem up with diversion just because I like the monster to focus on me while all the DPS players can actually just wail on it. It's not the most elegant way of fighting, but I believe I serve a purpose there. So it's nice. It's good that way. I like to think of the lance as a gentleman's weapon. Not that that actually means anything. Triptoads here. Am I not in the same level as this thing? No, I think I'm in location. Ah, Moana. Why couldn't you heed the rock's advice? That's fine. That's fine. Let's give it one more shot before we knock off for today. All the other weapons are basically flying, meanwhile Lance is just staying hard at the grind, getting that tail. That's absolutely true. I like the way that you phrased that. It is a stalwart shield. It is the aegis of the party. And you know what? Just because of that, let's not go and do this quest. Let's go ahead and fight a Valstrax using my Lance Valstrax set. Wherever that is. Oh right, I have it under C. Now this set is mostly meant to evade, so it's more of a evade lancing type of play. I like to stay away from Valstrax just because I feel like with any single hit it'll just destroy me. But I do have a lot of crit on it. Let's go with a healer palico. And I am wearing the Nargacuga set. No, make no promises. Largely the outcome of this fight is generally who I'm paired up with. So, viewer beware. What am I doing here? Okay, I think I've got the right palico. Queso Musashi. Nice, and loadout for Elder Dragon.
Welcome to the hub.
Let's do this.
These are the available quests.
I'm not taking an advanced Valstrax, that's ridiculous. Is Valstrax available just as a standard in event quests, or is it only in high rank? Oh, excellent. Let me know what you're drinking. Always very interesting to know. Very interested to know what people out there fancy in terms of beers.
You know, I sometimes have trouble deciding what to make for dinner too. So what I usually do is I go out of my way to make the most difficult dish I can.
There's definitely something to be said about being paired with 9-year-olds. Sometimes they are far better than myself, so sometimes I can't complain. The evil star from beyond.
May the spirits protect you.
Nice. That sounds like a good what would I call it? So I generally drink ales, lagers slightly less, but they're excellent openers in my mind. They're light and crisp. I can't say that I have a go-to lager, unfortunately. I think particularly in the area that I'm in, it's mostly ales. I think in terms of lagers, the closest I go to are pilsners and kolsch. In terms of beer styles. Kirin Ichiban is actually nice. It's got a slight sweetness tinge to it, which is not common of other lagers, I find. But maybe that's just me. Do you like the Asahi Super Dry at all? I also like that one as well. I know that one is Japanese. And it is, as they say, super dry. Alright, let's get on with this. Well, bang an ale, my friend. Alright, let's see if we can do this in less than 20 minutes. I thought this one took place in the Kimura Outpost. Not Kimura Outpost, the woods. The main map, the first map. I guess maybe it's a rotating thing. And that is unusual. I certainly love it when I get random text messages from people I've never met asking who I am. Something gin based. That's certainly in my positive list of spirits. Though I gotta say, I'm still an amateur when it comes to most spirits. I mostly dabble with the whiskeys, and not with the good ones, to be perfectly honest with you. Here, just trying to collect some spare birds and trying to see if there's any more colleagues that are willing to jump into this. Yeah, I would say that in terms of go-to spirits, vodka is there because it's just simple. It doesn't add really too much flavor. It's kind of just like a hit of whatever it is infused with. Though I'm sure that's a cry of anathema to more experienced vodka drinkers. All right, I think enough nonsense. Let's go meet this person. They're gonna be frustrated if I'm just dilly-dallying around here. If you might have caught the earlier part of the stream, I happened to be drinking a cider, and I happened to fortify it with some cinnamon whiskey, which, again, some people might think is not necessarily the greatest drink to have. At least on its own. Ain't nothing wrong with drinking a sterilizing type of drink, am I right? Here we go. And so the name of the game here, as opposed to guarding and what am I trying to say? Ambush? No ambush. And so really what we're trying to do here is staying out of the way while at the same time trying to poke it in hard places, particularly for Balstrax. For lack of a better term, it is its groin where it is easiest for me to poke it. There it goes. Wow. Okay. That's generally a one-hit kill. What an odd thing to say at this time. Another, okay. Not an awful first round, but could have been better. Didn't get enough hits in that one. Ah, fireball. That brings back memories. I'm actually surprised more people haven't jumped on, but maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Blue drop. We've got Archer, my friends. Oh, it's Balstrax that's being ridden. And a member of the Lord of the Rings party. Groin. Have a good night if I don't see you again. Thank you very much for hopping on really appreciate a gaming slash drinking chat. That is, in theory, the brand of this stream. Doesn't necessarily always happen, so always happy to have a balanced conversation. Where are we going here? Where are we going? Can't say I know the layout of this map totally well. Forget about you, Ludroth. It seems like we got a chatty friend with us. Beautiful. So as I said, the name of the game here is to stay away from direct hits and at the same time try to crit it in its weak points. And because I kind of just want to stay out of line of sight, the main weak point I'm gunning for is the groin. Nice. Here's hoping that with all this groin hitting we might actually go for a tail break. But that is generally the exception rather than the rule. Ah, nice. It's down. And it's off. We actually did it. Ambush, ambush. Ooh, wow. I thought I would have gotten hit with that one. That was ridiculous. Stop it! Okay, get back out of the way. Positioning is everything with the lance. Positioning is everything with every lance. What are we doing here? Wow, okay. Beautiful. And it's down. And it's down one more time. We need to sharpen up, my friends. Definitely a precarious location to sharpen up, but we'll do what we can. Out of the way, back to the tail. Is it out? Okay, I think now it's time to collect that tail. Nice, a red dragon orb. Fang an ale, dear kin. Down to 20%. At its most dangerous, one might say. Whew, watch out, watch out. Back off. Jeez, this guy's like a jet. Poor positioning. Out of the way. Ah, we didn't need that. Out. And some help for a few seconds. They clearly didn't need my help. And that was a beautiful run. Not necessarily thanks to myself again. Very much the self-proclaimed weakest link whenever it comes to a party of randoms, but this was good. It's very satisfying when you jive with a group like this. Indeed, very nice. If only I had my keyboard here, could say something a little more meaningful. Like, I hope you've had the time of your life. Okay, did collect a red dragon orb. So nice, a good set of rewards. Hunter rank is increased all the way to 159, and Musashi is one level closer to reaching that level 50. Okay, and I think we're gonna call it for now. Thank you everyone who joined the Ales and Fails Twitch stream today. Today had its ups and downs, but I think we ended on a high, which is really all that counts. Always leave on a high. Tune in next week, Thursday, where I'll probably go back to Hades, do some Final Fantasy XI, and then maybe go back to doing some of the stuff that I was doing today. Appreciate your time and attention. And of course, as always, stay thirsty, Wolfkin. Catch you on the flip side.